Yes, welcome back, Block family. We have had a lot of rains. As you can see, the lawn is grown very big, but it didn't just grow very big just because of the rains. It's because I think you saw there was a video that I showed. I was talking about manure that we put goat manure, and this is what the manure has done. You can see if you look at my boots when I step on the lawn. This is very healthy lawn. Yeah, you can see how big, how thick, and how big and how thick the grass is because of the manure. So today I'm just going to be cutting. I'm using this push mower. I've got a petrol one that I can use, but this place is just too small. When we have built, we've done some lawn over on the other side. I'll be using that petrol lawnmower there, but here I'm just using the manual one. Some people ask if I made this lawnmower myself. No, I bought it from Game at Shoprite Center, so I bought this the lawnmower. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. If you don't put manure is very important. Like I've been watching, I saw the Beck families, they're working on the gardens, they're planting some plants there, they're planting watermelons and all those things. Because of the nature of that soil, the best thing to do there is to bring black soil. And also, I think I also suggested in one of their videos that they can build raised gardens. You see this wall? The raised gardens can have a wall up to this height and make boxes. And in that boxes, they can bring soil. They can go and buy soil somewhere, black soil, and fill them inside there and plant all the plants in the raised gardens. That way, they'll have abundance of harvest. You plant, like here, if I plant a seed in this soil, in 2 weeks' time, it will be standing up like this. I mean, it doesn't have to take a month for a plant to grow. In 2 weeks' time, you have see the seeds are growing big. Like this, if I cut this lawn, next week it will be needed to be cut again. So yeah, black soil manure is very important. If you want to plant your crops organically, get manure. You can go and get cow dung, or you can go and get goat manure, or even pig manure. So it will help. So mix it with the soil. And when I watched their video at back, when they were mixing, they would stop soil with the manure. They were just putting it on top and mixing it. What you need to do is you need to dig down, make trenches, and then you take the manure, you throw it in the trench and you fill the soil, and then you take another manure, put there, and then you take a garden fork and you mix it together. So you want the manure to be mixed completely with the soil. You see there, that soil is not good for me to plant any lawn. So for me to be able to plant plants and lawn, I will need to actually bring manure, mix the soil with the manure, so that to enrich the soil. That's what you have to do when you're working. This place, all the soil that you're seeing here, I had to bring it because this landscape was very sloppy. So I had to level it up, but I bring the soil, I was bringing black soil, but I was mixing it with manure. So that's why you see, look at this, how healthy this is coming up. And coming out very healthy. All this growing nicely. Okay, the roses, I've neglected them. I need to actually prune them so that they can start growing again. Yeah, so everything that we plant on this plot grows very well. So that's it's because of the soil. All right, so let me continue. right. After I have done the mowing, sometime in next week, I'm going to throw in manure again on top of the lawn. The idea is that when we throw the manure on top, when the rain comes, the manure is saturated, and then the nutrients in the manure, they go into the soil. This actually makes the lawn to keep on blossoming. So if you want to have your lawn blossoming all the time, it needs every now and then to be taken care of, to be always given some food. Manure is actually food for the lawn, for your plants. I remember um, I was having a chat with my wife and I said I'm going to put the lawn. She was saying, but now you want to put more manure. So I was saying to her that it's actually, manure is food for the lawn. So it's looking beautiful now. But as it is growing like this, it's drawing some nutrients from the soil. So if we don't replace those nutrients, we'll find that the lawn, after some time, it will start deteriorating. So for you to maintain it, you have to put manure on top all the time. So we take goat manure, we put on top of them. And I will also take some goat manure and mix it with the plants there. What I'm going to do now, when I have time again, I'm removing all those plants and rearranging them properly there, because the way it is now, it's not looking attractive. Because a garden is not only growing the plants, it also needs to be looking beautiful. Maybe I shouldn't say garden, but I should say landscape. So if we want to say we're trying to do our landscaping here, it needs to look attractive. So when somebody comes in here, finds it very attractive. But it's something that will take time, because sometimes when you get people to do it for you, they don't do it the way you want it to do. You want to do it because people just want to get money. They're not after doing the job, but they just want to get money. So most of the gardening work, I do it myself. It's me and the other lady that helps here. She does the cleaning, removing the weeds and other stuff. But when it comes to, like planting new plants and other stuff, I do it myself with my wife sometimes. Yeah, so those are the tips I can give. So let me continue. And another thing is that I'm struggling to cut this grass because I allowed it to grow very tall. So this mower is actually finding very difficult. And also the lawn, most of the time is to grow with weeds. So as I'm cutting, I'm looking for weeds, like these are weeds. So what I do, I pluck them off. You see, these are the weeds. They are competing with my lawn. So I have to remove some of these weeds, because then if you don't, they can take over your lawn. Okay, when I use this soft rake, it's made of rubbers. It's not steel, so it doesn't have to damage my lawn. You can get it at Game or Engine Co. If there's a cash build in your area, you can get it from cash build. Almost every hardware in South Africa have got all these tools. But here in Malawi, you get them at Game. You can also compost this and use it as manure. You just dig a pit and dump this compost there. This wasted grass, you throw it in the pit, and then you can, when it's high enough, you can just throw soil on top of it. Just a little bit of soil to let it cure. After some time, it's gonna turn into manure. Or you can mix it with leaves and soil. Yeah. Some people, when where they're growing, like if you've got ridges where you're growing maize, you can throw it between the ridges. Next time when you're planting your maize, you just turn this ridge, or where this grass is, you fill up the soil. A few months in the line, it turns into soil. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do another pass with a lawnmower, and then what I do is I trim the edges here. I trim them up because we can see grass jumping over the border there. And then this was on the top height, so I'm going to reduce the height of the lawnmower so that I can trim a bit lower. Okay. Now it's going to trim much lower. Maybe it's too low. I have to adjust a little bit. I think I made it too low. That's better. Before I forget, if it's your first time to watch our videos, don't forget to subscribe, press the notification bell so that you get notified every time I post a video, and also leave a comment and share the video. And on this platform, we actually share content about our house, things that we're doing on our house when it comes to the garden, and if we do some grasses or whatever we're doing on this house. And also on the other side, we have a business on the same premises. We make cement block machines, so we will also be sharing content on that one. And I do also share content on how to run your business here in Africa. So I think our YouTube channel is very valuable because it touches many aspects. How you can work, do some work on your house, at your house, and also the machines that we're making, and also with the business ideas that we share from the platform. Yeah, so I just wanted to not forget to remind you to subscribe. All right, let me continue. Alright, to conclude my video, I've done much. You have seen yourselves. Maybe the camera can show you what I've done here in terms of cutting the lawn. Alright. It wasn't easy. You can see I'm sweating all over. It's a lot of work, but people they call me an economy boss. They say, why do I work on my lawn or on my garden? The reason why I do that is because I think the garden is going to be looked after the way I want it. My hands are green. Everything I touch turns green. So I don't want to deny my garden these hands. And another thing is it keeps me fit. As you can see, I'm sweating. It means I've been doing a lot of exercise. There's been a lot of work in my arms, my chest area, my back, and even my legs when I'm pushing this lawnmower. So for exercise, it actually helps me. It's rainy season now, and something that I never shared on on the YouTube channel was that our roof, if you look at our drone footage, you will see that our roof this side was red. It's because it was the roof was having, you know, the ridged iron sheets, and those ridged iron sheets are very, you know, they are very small. They give a little bit I mean, like, they give the water enough, just a little space for it to drain down the roof. So with the way it is raining here, it's raining very, very hard. So when it rains, those ridges are filled with water, and now on the joints the water starts seeping in there, and then it was dripping in the house. So we had to remove the roof, and then we put the what we call IBR roof. I think when you're doing a flat roof like this, you must use IBR, because then the IBR has got a very big ridge for the water to drain through. So when you use the small one with a flat roof, unless your flat roof is actually very slanted, but if it's like my house, you have to do that. So thank you very much for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share the video, and also leave a comment. Thank you. my mom used to love gardening, so I used to watch her when working in the garden. I was a young kid. I used to help working in the garden, so that's where it comes from. Every African man must be able to work in the garden.